So it's time for another update. Show you what I've been up to. I finally did have a chance to just use some sandpaper and wire brush and so on, and clean up the seat pan, put on some Rustoleum Almond. I also cleaned up the wheels. I found two of the wheels were red originally and two of the wheels were white. So I wasn't sure which way to go, but I've always liked the white and red color scheme on a Bolens and decided to give this a shot for now. The wheels are still pretty rough. The metal was badly pitted. You can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's deep pits in here that I didn't bother to fill in. Basically, I needed to get a coat of paint on this thing just to make it stop rusting. So, after a couple of coats of Rustoleum and probably 4 days of baking, I decided to mount the seat and take it for a ride. And the paint was still so soft. The back wheels went right through the paint, gouged it out. So I'm just sort of filling it in and going to put another layer down and see if that'll hold up. And if that doesn't, I'm probably going to put down some metal or plastic in the corners to protect the color. See how that goes. The Rustoleum paint did give me some problems. I had a couple of cans that, even after shaking and so on, as soon as I sprayed it on, lumps. I mean, we're not talking orange peel. We're talking pieces of particulate spattered all over the top of the hood. Well, I guess it gave me a chance to do another sanding. It's never going to be perfect, but I'm finding that the glazing putty does a really nice job of sort of smoothing out a lot of the little imperfections and so on. Most of this in the front end is just where the paint had orange peeled, and I didn't want to strip it back one more time because I'm too lazy and it would meant having to reprime it and so on, and I'm not going there again. I'm done with this hood. I decided to tape over the stickers. The hood's not the best. If you recall in previous videos, there was a hole cut in the metal here for the gas, and I decided it was time for it to go. So I filled it in. Maybe you can see some waves and so on with, maybe not, some resin jelly and fiberglass, and just filled it in. That worked out really well. It's holding up nicely, and I don't think it's going to be a problem. I couldn't really address these little things like the cut in the middle. This hood has been shortened a bit to make room for a hard cab. So I don't know. The hood has so many issues, it probably isn't worth even the time I'm putting into it now, but it's the only hood I have. So that's sort of what's going on. I'm going to lay down one more coat of the almond. I also picked up some leather brown, but I don't think actually I have anything that I've touched up on this yet. But the leather brown Rustoleum is a good match for the Bolens brown. I think the almond is a very good match. And the tires, the wheels I did in a sunrise red, and I think that looks pretty good. So anyway, that's sort of where I'm at with the Bolens, and stay tuned for more.